Fred MacGuffin reviews Avatar 2, The Way of the Water. Or The Way of Water, whatever. Okay, we're back. We're back. This is a spoiler review. I'm going to talk about the movie. Things I liked, things I didn't like. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this. Go. I've got a non-spoiler review if you want to check that out. Okay. 13 years in the making. Jim Cameron, he's back. He's finally back. Jim Cameron, True Lies, Aliens, The Terminator, Judgment Day, legend. A legend, Titanic. He's got two of the top, money-making movies ever. And this is the third. This is making a lot of money. So yeah, Avatar 2, we're back in Pandora. And we're meeting Jake and Nightari and their family. And yeah, nice to be back in Pandora. Missed it. Missed Pandora. Nice place. The Star People have been sent packing. And Jake and Nightari are living a good life with their family. And yeah, until the Sky People return in force with more starships, more people. They've got Edie Falco as General Ardmore, and they're back in force. They need the unobtainium. They need to obtain the unobtainium, and so yeah, they're back in action. Okay, so that's probably all they could do. They had to get the humans back, or the Sky People back, to cause more trouble. And yeah, look, visually stunning again. Mixing sort of the real life sort of filming with the 3D animation, the CGI. Flawless, looks great. Yeah, so you're getting if you like the first movie, you're getting more the same. Basically, you're getting at the start of this, you're back in the forest. You're back with Jake. He's rearing his family. He's got more. He's got 3 kids, 2 boys, a girl, and he's got Sigourney Weaver's back as Kiri. Her avatar got pregnant somehow, not revealed, and the baby is Kiri from the avatar, and Kiri's our sort of, nature child. She can commune with nature. She can hear, the nature gods, and yeah, so that's nice to have Sigourney Weaver back. And Sigourney Weaver was on Aliens, and what else was she on with him? Yeah, so she's back in action on this again, and it's the last movie, so yeah, it goes without saying. And so yeah, we have Quaritch back, Stephen Lang, and he's brought back because before he died in the last movie, they downloaded all his personality somehow, and some MacGuffin, some gimmick, yeah, that they show in the movie, and then they put it into this avatar. So there's a Quaritch avatar, and it sort of feels like all the stuff we've achieved in the first movie has been dashed, because we got Quaritch back again, and he spoilers, he died in the first movie, and he's back. We've got Sigourney Weaver died, her character, she's back, Dr. Grace, whatever, and she's back as Kiri. So yeah, the usual sort of, sequel tropes. See, can you get the thing that made the first one really good and bring it all back together, So so when the Sky People arrive, we have battle starts again. We have Jake and the family, blowing up trains and attacking the Sky People. And so we get a good bit of action there. Jake's our rebel, and he's trying to keep his kids safe, and he's trying to fight the Sky People. And yeah, so that couldn't last long. We're going to have to move on with that sort of story. The virus is getting born. Let's go to the oceans of Pandora. And so Jake, decides to keep his family safe because there was a close call there. One of his sons nearly got hurt, and he wants to get them all to safety because he knows that Quaritch is coming for him. So yeah, I kind of wish there was a new villain in this, a different villain, just to make it, spice it up a bit. But we have Stephen Lang back. He's a great actor. He was a great bad guy, but I felt we had enough from the first one. So yeah, that's something that annoyed me. And then so basically you have Jake was the newcomer to Pandora in this one. Now the whole family are the newcomers to this sort of ocean world, and so they're in hiding with Tonarwi and Ronal, so played by Cliff Curtis and Kate Winslet. And but it's nice seeing this new part of Pandora. This tribe are one with the water. They know the way of the water, and there's some amazing sort of new creatures that we see. And yeah, look, visually the underwater sequences and that look great. I watched this on 3D IMAX, and yeah, it looked great. I mean, unbelievable work by Weta Digital. They're back again, and great designs of this. Yeah, so you can't fault that. It's 5 out of 5 for the visuals and this world building. And so yeah, we get our first hour is sort of dealing with the forest and the Sky People back, and getting introduced to Jake and his family. And then our second hour is Jake's family learning about ways of the water, about life on this sort of like amazing paradise, the sea paradise. And but always in the background, Quaritch is on the way. And I like the addition of a son for Quaritch, and that's a nice sort of element. So we have Jake, in this new father role. He has to protect his kids, and we have Quaritch as a father. Now a father that comes from Quaritch having a son. Obviously, Quaritch got someone pregnant in the first movie, and that person had a son. And but the son Quaritch's son is part of the Neytiri, Jake Neytiri family, and he's grown up with them, and he's a good friend. And yeah, so that's a nice addition. But yeah, so Quaritch, it's a father team here of Jake and Quaritch learn to be fathers, and dealing with that sort of new element in their lives. Okay, so yeah, so sci-fi element has been used to get Quaritch back and Sigourney Weaver's character back. But Sigourney's we have Kiri, who's a sort of a teenage version of Grace, and yeah, so that's nice too. And new additions: Kate Winslet plays Ronal, and as I said, Cliff Curtis plays Tonawari, and Edie Falco plays General Ardmore, and she's a tough dude, tough woman, and she's building a new world for the Sky People. And as we go into the third hour, we have our final battle. We have it all. The action comes, and we're introduced to this sort of whaling vessel that we find out is hunting this type of whale that one of the kids has formed a friendship with. And this whale, once they catch the whale with their big sort of whaling trawler boat, they take a substance from inside its brain that's used for giving people back on Earth eternal life. So that's a new element, and that's the reason why these our new bad guys are hunting down the whales. And so we have Quaritch joining them, looking for Jake, because Jake needs to be taken out of the picture because he's our, you know, he's our rebel leader that's causing trouble for the Sky people. And so we have Quaritch joining forces with the big whaling ship, um, led by Scoresby, Brendan Cowell, and Jermaine Clements, Dr. Gavin. So they're a new sort of element to this, you know. So we get our big battle at the end, and you know, of course, you know, Jake has to overcome this sort of this problem he has with the, you know, the new sort of what would you say, danger element in their lives, which is trying to live in this different environment, but having, you know, Quaritch chasing them down and wanting to hunt them down. And yeah, so we're getting a lot of you know, great sort of action sequences again from James Cameron. He always brings that, and great 3D, and yeah. So the story felt a bit tired to me, a bit you know, as if I've seen it before. But you can't really fault you can't fault the action sequences. You can't fault the world building. You can't you know, he introduces new technology. This sort of these crab crawlers, this underwater submarines. There's a new sort of body tech robots that people fit into and, you know, can use to lift heavy things. And so you're getting great world building again, and we're given your standard you know, this is a sequel. We give people what they want, what they liked in the first one, and give them a little bit extra to you know, give them something new and keep them happy. And yeah, look, the family's a great addition. You know, Jake having a family and trying to protect them. And yeah, but for me, the story felt a bit tired. I felt like, you know, need to see something new. Obviously, the third one now is going to be even bigger battle, probably recruiting more tribes from Pandora to, you know, fight the Sky people. So yeah, we feel like, yeah, it's a standard sort of sequel. And you know, if you enjoy going to Pandora, you're going to get what you know. If you enjoyed the first movie, you're getting more of the same, which was a bit of a disappointment because, you know, this has taken 13 years to get here, and you know, James Cameron could have been doing so much more, so many different things, so many different projects, but so look, he's planning 3 more movies after this, and hopefully, you know, we see something really new in the third one, something, you know. But after this one, I'm kind of tired. I was, you know, getting more of the same as the first one, but you know, in this sort of underwater environment. And yeah, but look, the work got into this is amazing visually, and yeah, it's yeah. So they're my feelings. That's my feeling on Avatar 2: Way of the Water. Um, more of the same. I mean, he's got more writers on this, and it feels like, you know, they haven't brought anything new to the table. But you know, when you get to the third act and you get to the battles, you know, pretty impressive, really impressive stuff. And yeah, and again, when it gets to just your standard sort of Blu-ray, you know, experience, when you're missing that 3D sort of visuals. I mean, I really like the 3D in this. you're missing that again. That sort of. But I suppose that's what's getting people into the cinema. James Cameron is the savior of cinema with this. Cinema needs a bit of a boost. So you have to get to the cinema to see the 3D visuals. So yeah. But yeah, minor quibbles with this. It was enjoyable. I mean, kids love it. Again, you've got your environmental sort of theme, save the planet. So overall, a 3 out of 5 for me, and yeah, good time in the cinema. And this has been Fred MacGuffin reviewing and spoilering Avatar 2, Way of Water. Fred MacGuffin's reviewed Avatar 2.